My name is Erica. Welcome to my accordion crib. However, I am not going to show you any accordions today. I'm going to give you a tour of some of my unusual instruments that I have. First off, the Baldwin Fun Machine, which is a organ that was meant to be in people's homes. I think it's maybe from the 70s. And so it has a built-in drum machine, which is very exciting. So it's great for dinner parties, you know. So it has the automatic comping here, and so you can choose different patterns. So that's like a rumba pattern. Oh, they have Hawaiian. That's very exciting. You can change the tempo. And you can actually combine them too to make really crazy. So yes. And it has a volume pedal here. So yeah, it has a built-in speaker. It's pretty, even though it's not super huge, it's pretty heavy, so this thing has never left the house since it has arrived. I don't really plan on ever taking it out, but it's nice you can record. It's like gets really cool sounds out of it that you can use for sampling or just doing like little recording parts. So I'll show you some of the sounds. Actually, it does have an accordion sound here. There we go. That's the supposed accordion sound. And you can actually do the left hand as well without the rhythms. Has a weird vibrato kind of thing here. So that's the accordion sound. They have like a vibraphone sound, harpsichord sound. Let's see. Ooh, that was a good sound. Let's see. Anyway, so that's a fun little organ. Also amazing light show. So sets the mood right away. Okay, so next I'm gonna show you, oh, and I think this is from Craigslist. Okay, so that's a fun machine. This is the Pianaccord, which I believe they actually had I'm on Mulberry Street here in Little Italy, downtown Manhattan. I believe they had a factory that was not too far away from here. It works, it has a fan inside this column, and so instead of, you know, with an accordion it's the bellows that push the air over the reeds. So for this it's the fan that's blowing the air consistently and continuously. So there's no bellowing action, so you could just hold it forever. So in that way it's kind of like a harmonium that it will just continuously go. So it's kind of, I really like it because it looks really theatrical, first of all. So it's like, wait, what the hell is that? You know? Really cool for like modal stuff. Yeah, I think it actually, and it has also a volume pedal here which controls the airflow. So you can be a little dynamic with it. I'm going to turn the fan off because I know that Dr. Schimmel hates the sound of the fan. I got this on Facebook Marketplace, and I think I got it for like $200. I mean, I honestly wouldn't pay more for it. So he brought it down, and it was in these huge boxes. It splits into 2 pieces. And I had a brunch gig that day at Ludlow Hotel, and I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna bring this. And so I brought it to my brunch gig, and everyone was like, what is that? Actually, what it's great for is I used it for a theater production that I did at Irondale Theater, and it was for a Brecht play. The Good Person of Szechuan, or The Good Soul of Szechuan. And it's actually excellent for theater things when you're in like a little pit situation, because you don't have to bend down and pick up the accordion. So it's really good for getting between cues, and it just kind of saves your back a little bit. And it's just like casual to just, oh, I'm gonna hop over to this thing. So yes, that's the Pianaccord, or Frankenkorgan, as I call it. Okay, so now we're gonna continue on our way. This is one of my more recent acquisitions. This is called the Taishigoto. Koto. It's a Suzuki instrument. All right, so here we go. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strings. It has a drone string here, which is a low G, and then the strings above are an octave above, and then another octave above. So the guy who invented it and created it he was inspired. I've also seen Indian instruments that are sort of similar to this one. So maybe he stole it from that, I don't know. But it's inspired by the Kyoto, and it's supposed to be a simplified, easy version of that to play. But he was inspired by the typewriter. So I think this is probably a 1960s kind of invention. So these levers, interestingly, coming back to the accordion, which we know it's like keys with levers. This is a similar, it really made me think of the accordion of like, oh wow, it's kind of a similar mechanism there. So it's super cool. Unfortunately, you can kind of only do the drone in G, but it's also really cool for modal stuff. So play it, there's always different, you can bow it as well, but then you can also you could change the fundamental, the bass of pitch by holding it down one of the keys. So then that way it's not always droning on the G. And then you can also kind of, if it's loud enough, you can So yeah, that's the Taishi Goto. It sounds really cool through distortion pedals and stuff too, and fuzz pedals. Honestly, it's like instant sonic youth. It's just you play it and it's like, whoa, what? You know, when you have it through pedals. Speaking of pedals, now I'm gonna conclude the Taishi Goto part, and now I'm gonna move to the Q-Chord, which is also, I found some similarities between the Q-Chord and accordion. So the Q-Chord is also a Suzuki instrument. It's like a synthesizer auto harp is the best way that I could describe it. And look, it has buttons just like an accordion, and it's the same exact freaking thing. And then you can play it instantly because it's the same, it's the same exact mechanism. I would say that it's like if the Fun Machine and an auto harp kind of had a baby. And a synthesizer, because it also has sick beats. So I saw this girl performing with this at some show that I did that was featuring solo instrumentalists, and then literally as I was in the green room, I went on eBay and I bought it exactly that evening because I was like, this is just delightful. It's just so weird and amazing. So they also have an Omnichord is a different version of it, but this one's called a Q-Chord, and it has a few more options and sounds. So so the way that it works, it has major, minor, 7, and then diminished I think is, or that's not diminished, but so it has different augmented. Here's the diminished, and it also has different sounds. So I think that one was the guitar sound. That's the piano sound, strings. I like this. This is my favorite. The vibes, organ sound, voice. Oh, and this is not to be missed. Are the sound effects. Very exciting. So you can also play instead of using. I'll explain the strum plate. So wait, here they have a chopper effect. Oops. I totally used that in a recording with my cumbia band. It was ocean themed, so we obviously sampled all of the, sorry, it's really loud. Oh, that's the dolphin sounds, you know, classic. So it has a strum plate. So it's a little haphazard. Like, you can't be super accurate with the pitches, but whatever. And then it has pitch bend, all that kind of thing. And then it also has the drum machine part. So I'll show you the drum machine. So they have different rhythms. Bossa Nova. Oh, this one's great. New Age. Oh. Okay, so that's pretty delightful. So this thing is amazing, and without fail, everyone's like, "Whoa, what is that?" What I think is also really cool is that you can run MIDI in and out of this. So if you're technologically savvy, you can get really weird with it. And I've done some things like running Ableton into this, and then having like other sounds. It's just it's kind of endless. But now, so I have all these instruments, and then this isn't really an instrument, but it kind of is, which are this is some of my pedals that I have, and I'm gonna just demo a little bit. And you know, I run my accordion through this specific pedal board, and certain things work better with the accordion because it is an acoustic instrument, not an electric guitar, so the signal is different. So it gets a little complicated, but this is actually a great example because it's the same output as a guitar, which is what these pedals are made for like that level of current basically to go through it. So I'll show you just like a little bit of this. So this is the vibe sound that I was showing you before, right? But what's really cool when you combine them and, you know, put them all through. Oh, this one's freaking cool. So basically, you know, it's like a sound making device, and then the pedals just do all the magic. So yeah, it's really fun running accordions through there, and I've showed that before in some of our seminars of past. Anyway, I think I'm way over time. So that was the Erica apartment extravaganza. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you guys soon. And I'm gonna now show you a little video of me performing the song Tennessee Waltz with a few of the instruments that I just demoed to you guys. So thank you. Have a good day. Bye.